Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make this multicolored buttercream today. So it's super easy. You don't need to have any sort of special equipment. None of that is needed. And I'm just going to show you how easy it really is. And we're going to jump right into this tutorial. So what you need to start off with is 3 different colors of buttercream. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. The first way is probably a little bit easier way, and I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight on my very first live here on my new channel. I'm using lovely Easter colors. We've got blue, pink, and yellow. Now at the bottom of each of these bags, we're going to take off about 1/2 inch of the bag. So off of the bottom, 1/2 inch from each of them, and it's super easy to do it this way. Then you want to squeeze the icing down. Don't go all the way to the end yet. So just squeeze the icing down. After I'm done the tutorial, I will stick around and have a chat with whoever wants to chat. So make sure you stay tuned afterwards. Now here I have a regular piping bag, and in the bottom of it, I want to put a piping tip. So I'm going to put a 848, and this is the Ateco one. So I'm going to put this one right into the bag. Now, when you cut a bigger tip, you have to cut more off of your bag. And so I'm just squeezing that up, and I need to cut a little bit more. I got these piping bags. You can get them pretty much anywhere online. These ones specifically are from Wilton. You can get them pretty much anywhere. These are a 12-inch bag. So here I've got it piped into here, so I've got my tip all ready to go. Now, the trick here is to carefully get all 3 of these bags into your one single bag. So that's why we didn't want to squeeze the icing all the way down to the bottom. So we're going to now turn this right side up. So I've put my bag the proper way around. I've got a huge mitt full here. Now in each of these colors of bags, you don't want to put too much icing, or you're going to find that it's way too much for your hand to hold, and it'll be a little bit too difficult. So put about 1/2 cup of icing into each of your bags. That's pretty much all you need to start with. Then I'm going to apply steady pressure. You can see them moving down there. Get that yellow down there too. I'm just going to squeeze that yellow, hopefully by itself. Now it's going to come out basically however it really wants to. And let's see if we can get some action here. Here comes the yellow. Now what I like to do is just get basically find an extra cupcake or like a decorating board or something, and then just do like a practice squeeze until you see all 3 of your colors. So I've got all 3 of my colors off right away. And oh, look how pretty it is. So what I'm going to do now is just hold my bag straight up and down, and I'm going to pipe around in my cupcake here, and you're going to get a beautiful tri-colored cupcake topper. Super, super easy. Now this way is perhaps the easiest way of the 2 I'm going to show you. Now this one I'm just going to do it again. I'll do like a little rosette here. We've got this piped around like that, and we've got not a very nice rosette. Let's try that again. Let's try that one again. It basically had air pockets in it, so what I have to do is squeeze that down, put that pressure back down into here, and then what I'm going to do is just apply steady pressure. There we go, we're not getting those air pockets anymore. And until I ended it like that. So we've got a beautiful cupcake piped on the top here. So how to get 3 different colors. You obviously could do this with any number of bags. You could do it with 2 bags. You could do it with the 3. You could try it with 4 if you really want to. And if you can basically, when you're done, pull them out, and you can start all over if you wanted to. This bag does get dirty, but you could use it and fill it up with more buttercream if you chose to, but you would have to wash this at this point. And these don't have tips, and they would be disposable as well. So you are using a lot of piping bags with that. So the next tack that I want to show you, all you need for that is some more of your icing. This time, when I've got extras, I've got it stored in either like a small container, or if I have just a small amount like this, I've got it stored in little Ziploc containers. Don't worry, I am not going to go back on everything I've ever said and pipe with this. I'm not going to, but I'm going to snip the end off. I can't pipe with Ziploc bags if anybody is unfamiliar with that. And so I'm just cutting these parts off here, like that. Now, you need to take a piece of saran wrap or plastic wrap, and I'm gonna do it here on my hand. Obviously, you at home would do it with yourself on the counter, but that way you guys can't see it. So I gotta do it up here. Now that part where I opened it, I'm just going to squeeze my icing down, and just along my hand, I'm going to kind of pipe basically a little log. I'm gonna repeat that with my pink. And again, you can put pretty much as you want into this container if you want to here. And some yellow, squeezing that along. And then what you're gonna do is basically roll it up like a log. So you're gonna roll up your icing here in your saran wrap. Roll, roll, roll. Then spin it. Woo-hoo. So we've got a icing log basically here. And then this part you want to keep together. Now what you're going to do with that part is that's what's going to feed through your piping bag next. So what I want to do, just put that aside for just a second. Take another piping bag, turn it inside out. Find a tip with a large opening. I've seen lots of people do this with like a 1M tip, and over time my 1M tip kind of closes a little bit. So I did find it challenging to do this with a 1M tip. It is possible. That is what I piped my my demo one with. But this one I'm going to use, for sake of ease, I'm going to use a round open tip. That's also going to show you what a round tip with multicolored icing is going to look like. So cut off the top here. So you've got your your tip coming out here. Then you're going to take your little icing log that you rolled, and you got to get this open nice and big. And I'm going to feed that little piece of icing, or that little saran wrap piece there, down through the tip. So you can see that there. And now I'm just pulling it down into my bag, just like that. Super easy, super cool. Now, pull it as far as it will go. Then you want to give it a snip with your scissors. So hold the rest of your bag, give that a snip, and then you can pull it back a little bit. So I'm just pulling it back into here a little bit. And then squeezing it down into the tip there. And again, you can see that icing start to coming out. And I'm just going to use some of that, basically the icing that's not colored yet, and just keep piping a practice until it comes out. So I've got all three colors coming out there now. So then I can take another cupcake tip, or another cupcake, just gently squeezing, just so you guys can see that. Ooh, isn't it so beautiful? And then I'm just going to go around it with this nice round open tip. This is an 809 tip, you could use any one. And there we've got, I love that the color combos are coming out here. So we're getting some greens, we're getting some purples as well. So we've got that in this multicolored bag. So I just showed you 2 ways to pipe multicolored icing in cupcake icing bags without any special tips. There are tips that exist in order to do this tri-colored look, but you don't need one. I just showed you 2 super, super easy ways to do that yourself. Now, if you haven't had a chance to check out my newest cake on my main channel yet, I want to make sure you guys had a minute to check out my brand new Easter egg cake that I just put up this morning on Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio. So if you guys have questions about this cake, or you have questions about the multicolored icing, I'm going to stick around here for a while before while I take those questions. Just wanted to make sure that you guys got to see my panoramic sugar egg. I loved this one. It's so cute. There's like that little scene inside. It's so adorable. I loved it. And then we've got the bark. It's got the cake inside there. So I hope you guys had a chance to check this one out as well. I'll take a couple questions. I also want to announce that I have let the winners of our 2 million subscriber contest winners know. I've emailed them, and I've had most people get back to me. There's still a couple outstanding people who haven't. The pink water for the sugar egg, that is just simply water, a couple tablespoons of water mixed with pink gel paste. That's super simple. You could also use a pink food coloring if you prefer. How did I get the light in the egg? The easiest way to do the light in the egg is to use a little tea light. Put some royal icing on the top, on the back of it. Turn your light on, then put some royal icing on. I just got to do some jigging here so I can pick up the cake at the same time. So then you're going to put some royal icing on the back here of your battery there, and then pop that into the top there, and just hold it there until it is stable, and then you'll have a little light there. We had to use a stronger LED light because of the lights that are here in the studio here with our studio lights. So we had to use a brighter light than this, but this should work for you at home. The yellow sponge sugar, you can change it to whatever color you want to. The reason I didn't use actual sugar is because I wanted this bright color. With the regular sugar, you're gonna get a brown kind of ambery color. I wanted really bright isomalt colors for that. So where did I get the bags and the tips from? I've seen a couple times. So the bags and the tips are from, basically you can get them online. In Canada, I order from Gold's Kitchen. It's super easy to find. I also get my stuff from Bulk Barn here in Canada, but like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all those sorts of places will have everything that I just showed you there. How did I make the egg? This is a sugar egg. I show you in my tutorial on my main channel there. How did I make the bark? White chocolate, just cut into pieces, broken, and then I just wiped it up with pink candy melts. Everything you need to know about the cake is up on my YouTube channel and my blog, cookiescupcakesandcardio.com. Let's see some more questions here, a couple more minutes. Thank you guys for coming over here. I also want to make sure that I thank you for joining me here on my very first live. We're using a tablet instead of a full meal deal, which we used to do when I was live on Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio. So it's a little bit easier on my end of things. If you guys like it, let me know. So your 2-year-old daughter loves the videos. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. The pink bark, you can make this. That's a great question. The pink bark and the egg can be made in any color that you want to. I just went with pink because I loved how bright it was. And when we do our videos, we want it to be super bright and get your eye and have you guys click on it because it's super bright. So you could do it in any of the Easter colors or do it whatever you want to do. So I'm going to be live streaming here on a more regular basis. Now that we have so many people who have come over to my new second channel, Jenn Johns, I just want to thank you guys for that. You guys have been absolutely amazing fans. And if you haven't checked out my new community that I have on Facebook. If you have a Facebook account, you can request to be added to my Baking Buddies community page. Now that's a page where we share our video, where we share our baking, we have questions. You can come over there and get all sorts of in-depth information. We've got almost about 36, I think more than 3,600 people so far. So there's a ton of cake lovers in the world out there. You can get the recipe for everything that you see here on my blog, cookiescupcakesandcardio.com, and on my main channel. Here on my Jenn Johns channel, we're going to be going live. I'm going to be doing more of these baking, basically simple tips and hacks. I showed you red, I showed you black, and I showed you white buttercream. And now I showed you how to get the tricolor without any special equipment at all. So I'm so happy that you guys are here. Make sure you are subscribed here to Jenn Johns and to cookiescupcakesandcardio.com and hit the notification bell for both of those pages in order to help us out, because the more videos you guys watch, the more videos we're able to make for you guys. So Shayna's asking, where in Canada do I live? I live in British Columbia, which is the West Coast. I shop for my baking supplies mostly online, but I do have a local source that's excellent, and that's called Bulk Barn, and I get most of my stuff there. Where I live is a teeny tiny town with only 20,000 people in it, so that's the reason that I only pretty much have one place that I'm able to shop here in my town. Here it is, what time is it? It's 7:55 here. So every Saturday, what I've been doing is doing a live Facebook broadcast. I've been doing Instagram broadcasts, and tonight I've been here with you guys live. So thank you guys so much for being such wonderful fans and for asking me these questions. I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed learning how to make the multicolored cake or the multicolored buttercream. I hope you guys are enjoying the new basically the back to baking and cake decorating basics here on my new channel. Come and join my YouTube, my Facebook community page, and When did I start this channel is a question from Angela. I just started this second channel at the beginning of March, I think, a couple weeks ago. It's very brand new. Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio has been running since 2011, and it's quite honestly nice to have a refreshing change. So I still love what we do over there. We're broadcasting twice a week, doing videos every single week over there as well, and also uploading here for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I love to have you guys here with me. Thank you so much. I'll be back again very, very soon. Bye.